Just a few days ago, the Vice President of India said the following about you, sir, and I quote, Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud is in mission mode to secure, particularly for the marginalized sections, availability of legal aid and access to justice with ease. Sir, he also made a special mention about your affirmative, innovative, people-centric initiatives that are turning out to be game changers for the vulnerable segments of society. In this context, I go back to Gandhiji, and his two quotes are most pertinent. The first is, I quote, justice should become cheap and expeditious. Today it is the luxury of the rich and the joy of the gambler. This is what he had said long time ago. And the second is, I quote, the first condition of non-violence is justice all around in every department of life. I also wish to pay homage to Sri Ramkrishnaji Bajaj, whose centenary year we are celebrating. Ramkrishnaji personified and championed Gandhian principles of trusteeship, ethical governance, and Swadeshi all his life. I recently visited the amazing exhibition created by Minalji to illustrate the illuminating life and work of Ramkrishnaji. I was so inspired that I suggested that it should be taken around the country to inform, to inspire, and to influence our next generation with the way the values of equity, ethics, and equanimity that Ramkrishnaji had practiced throughout his life. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share an interesting experience that I had recently in Buckingham Palace on 12 October. His Majesty King Charles gave away the 2022-2023 Queen Elizabeth Engineering Prizes. These are considered as equivalent of Nobel Prizes in engineering, and I've been privileged to be a jury member, so I was also an invitee. And His Majesty King Charles had a brief word with each one of the jury members. And with me, the brief discussion turned out to be on social inclusion. And can you guess who he mentioned with much admiration? He mentioned one of the members of our Council of Advisors, Bankar Roy. And he said, as to how he admired Bankar for his barefoot college, which as we know is an exemplar in rural empowerment and sustainability. Interestingly, His Majesty King Charles specifically mentioned about the power of decentralization and the power of Gandhian thoughts in today's world. That was very interesting. And we can see that Gandhiji's teachings, as Kailash was also saying, eternal, timeless. For example, take his teachings on resolving conflicts through dialogue, negotiation, compromise, rather than currently use aggressive and confrontational methods that are resulting in tragic loss of innocent lives, whether it is Ukraine, whether it is Gaza, even our very own Manipur, although in some different context. Finally, Mahatma Gandhi had said the simplest acts of kindness are by far more powerful than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Note that he asked for acts and not thoughts. And Kailash, that's what you have been saying all along. Acts and not thoughts. That means compassion. And recently, in the Leadership Access Program, you mentioned about the compassion, and you said compassion starts with cognizance of the pain, then one has to feel the same pain, and then follow the action to reduce the pain. So what we really need is action on the ground, not just feeling sorry and sad or sympathy. Finally, this evening belongs to our awardees, our Gandhian warriors. You have made human contributions. We salute you, not only for your inspiring life and work, but also the way with which, with amazing perseverance, amazing passion, you have pursued a noble purpose, creating a better world for all with timeless Gandhian values. Ladies and gentlemen, let them give a collective thunderous applause. Thank you.